here, let's talk about the Catholic Church, since that's what the church believes is the fullness of truth, right? So do you think that Satan is more aggressive the closer you are to the Catholic Church versus some other denominations of Christianity? Why or why not?
Actually, no, I don't think that Satan's attacks are more intense in the Catholic Church versus other denominations. So I want to clarify that a little bit, because I'm saying the closer you get to God, and you're asking the closer you get to God, the more intense the attacks are. And I do believe that. And I also believe that the Catholic Church is the fullness of the faith. I believe that wholeheartedly. But I know a lot of awesome non-Catholics.
Yeah.
I mean, I love them. I love them.
I do too.
And they love God and they love Jesus, and they're on fire for God and for the Bible. Some of them, they know the Bible way better than me. And I think that I'm pretty well versed in the Bible. So, I think that there's this spectrum, and, I think it's just when you get closer to God, you get attacked more. So I don't think it's exclusive to the Catholic Church.
Got it.
I think it's just, when you get on fire, so I run the RCIA process here at my local parish, and my first warning out is, so you're going to be going through this thing, and then there's going to be a point where you're going to get a hiccup. And it happens with everybody, every time, all the time. There's always a hiccup, and then it's like, oh, maybe I shouldn't be Catholic. And I have to counsel them back and say, well, maybe now's not the right time, but let's work through this, and I'm here to walk with you and help you. So no, I don't think Satan is more aggressive to Catholics versus non-Catholics, but I do definitely believe that he's more aggressive the closer you get to God.
Yeah. Yeah. Are there any ways that you would say, being a Catholic, that the attacks of Satan are stronger? Because I know you had a bout where you were away from the Catholic Church. You had around, your wife, was in the Methodist tradition. Is there, in what ways, I guess, were the attacks potentially stronger, if they were stronger, when you were going through that process of coming back into the Catholic Church?
Yeah, I think at the time when Jen was coming into the church and I was reverting to the church, I think I might have been kind of unaware of the gravity of what we were doing.
Yeah.
And so I can't really speak specifically about attacks that were happening at that moment.
Yeah.
But I can definitely speak specifically to, after she got confirmed. For instance, for the first 10 years of our marriage, we didn't go to church.
Yeah.
And, you're right. I walked away from the church for a long time. My wife was raised in Christian tradition, and we just kind of, I don't know. I maybe a lot of teenagers do this. A lot of early 20s do this. They walk away and they're like, what's this matter? Who cares?
Yeah.
And so when Jen was going through RCIA and she got confirmed, so she has the Easter Vigil, and then she calls her parents and said, hey, so I became Catholic last night. And what our thought was, that her parents would be really happy.
Yeah.
Just that we're going to church. Good job going back to church, right? We didn't really think about the division of Catholicism, non-Catholicism. We didn't think about it like that. It was just, hey, we're going back to church and we're on fire, and, we're going to do our best to, be better at Christianity from now on. Yeah. And what we were really surprised with is the upheaval that followed that. I think that there's a lot of hurt feelings that occurred because Jen converted, abandoning her family tradition, so to speak, coming into my family tradition, so to speak. And I think that could be kind of pointed at as a spiritual attack, but I would say that we were so naive at that point to what an attack even was that I couldn't really identify it like that.
Yeah.
But it could be in some way, because it's sowing this division, right? And it's questioning, is mom and dad, are they really important to me? Yes, of course, they're my parents.
Obey your father and mother, as the scripture says, right? That comes into play too. Yeah.
Hey everyone, thank you so much for checking out this clip from the Practical Theism podcast. If you enjoyed this clip and you want to check out the full episode, you can do so by finding it on our YouTube channel. Definitely consider subscribing and ringing that little bell so you can continue to get updates, notifications when we release new episodes and new clips just like this one. I hope to see you soon.